get them to stop chewing up and destroying stuff outside of the yard.
Outside in the yard?
Yeah, like if you leave them out for that play.
That is a very difficult thing. There are some general things you can do. First and foremost, you need to make sure they have plenty of things that they can play with, that they're allowed to play with. A dog is, how old is your dog? Okay, so he needs to chew. Not only does he want to chew, but he's teething, he has to chew. It's an urge. You're not going to get him to stop chewing. So you need to give him things that he's allowed to chew. So those can be durable toys, things like Nyla bones, things like Kong toys, toys that are good to that have a flavor component. You can stuff a Kong. If you fill a Kong with peanut butter and freeze it and then give it to him when you put him out there, that's a really exciting toy. It's really yummy. Filled marrow bones are a great toy that's a treat. There are different kinds of treat dispensing toys, treat balls, Kong wobblers that you can fill with treats, and as the dog pushes on them and noses them and plays with them, treats fall out. And so those things attract his attention. There are lots of things that you can use as toys that are sort of one-time use things. Believe it or not, pizza boxes can be great toys for dogs that like to tear stuff up. They're smelly because all the grease is in there and there may be a little leftover cheese. You can even put a little bit of the dog's kibble in there and throw it out. That gives him something that he can tear up, that he can chew up, that he can play with. If you are not there to stop the behavior, if he's chewing on things you don't want him to, like the siding of your house, that's tough. So what I suggest that you try is to get a chew deterrent spray, stuff like bitter apple, bitter yuck. There's a whole variety of taste deterrents. You want it, first you want to check it in one spot. So if there's a place that he goes all the time to chew, you want to like spray it there, let it dry, and stand back and watch when he goes up to that place. Ideally, he's going to bite it and then he's going to kind of go. And you'll know, and then you can use it in other places. If his eyes light up and he lunges back, every now and then there will be a flavor that's supposed to be terrible that the dog likes. So in that case, you want to wash it off and try a different one. But chew deterrent sprays. And quite frankly, after that, what you come to is management and figuring out a way to block the dog off from the area where there's something that you don't want him to chew. So I would start out trying to make sure he has plenty of stuff to chew and try some chew deterrent sprays. If that doesn't work, you may have to think about something like crating him or putting him in a pen as opposed to having uninhibited access to your porch. What kind of toys?
Anything, ropes, the cars, the phones, anything.
You might want to try some toys that you actually tie to the porch so that she can't take them off of there. Or, and again, try food-based toys like filled Kongs. Kongs you can fill with all kind of stuff. You really don't need to spend the money on the Kong fillings that they sell. You can put peanut butter in a Kong. Velveeta cheese goes in there, the squeezed cheese out of the can, Braunschweiger, anything that's a little bit squishy, you can stick it in a Kong. If you freeze it, then it lasts a lot longer. It doesn't just come right out. So freeze that Kong, give it to your dog, and see how that goes.